Hello everybody, hope you're having a great day. Here's Val with another video to keep your boredom at bay. This is part 2 of my season 6 spoilers video, so if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I would recommend clicking here and watching that first. But if you're good to go, then awesome. Let's get right into it. King's Landing. Mace Tyrell comes back to Westeros and Lady Olenna is not happy. Who would be? After that conversation she had with the High Sparrow. It is believed that in this conversation, they will decide what needs to be done to get Maragery and Loras back. Jaime also returns home from Dorne and will more than likely be received by Cersei and Robert Strong, according to this picture. Cersei is here, and that is the mountain over there. This is the same spot where they filmed this scene, when Myrcella originally left for Dorne, so it would make sense if this is where she receives Jaime. We don't know exactly how Cersei will react to the news about Myrcella, although it's an easy guess. But at least we know that she's not gonna make Robert Strong kill Jaime right then and there. Why, you ask? Well, we don't know exactly what the preface to this scene is, but Jaime will be riding up the steps of the Sept of Balor on horseback, leading Tyrell soldiers. The soldiers were seen marching with a clear sense of urgency on set, most likely to intimidate the Sparrows. He's not only going there for Maragery and Loras though. When Jaime arrives, both Maragery and Tommen come out of the Sept, and they have both become devotees to the Faith of the Seven. But we don't know yet if this is true or just a ploy to get out of there. And I'm guessing this way she won't have to do the Walk of Shame. It's been confirmed that this scene will happen in episode number 6. Also, Finn Jones, the guy who plays Loras Tyrell, says that he will go through a transformation and become a darker character. Wonder what that means. And he says the end of season 6 will be shocking. And I mean, it always is, but still nice to hear. Since I just mentioned the end, why not mention the start? Jeremy Podeswa, the guy who directed season 5, episode 5, Kill the Boy, and episode 6, Unbowed, Unbent, Unbroken, will be directing episodes 1 and 2 next season. He claims that season 6 will start off with a bang, and that will be right into the excitement of the story, which goes hand in hand with what Emilia Clarke had to say as well. Quote, "Instead of setting up the dominoes at the beginning of the season and knocking them down in the final episodes, we're just going to keep knocking down dominoes set up in season 5. Let me know in the comments what you think this big bang will be." The Riverlands. Seems like the show will actually try to put some people back into their book storylines. It is confirmed that Jaime is headed to the Riverlands, although not by himself. Bronn will also be tagging along for this other adventure. Based on all the leaked pictures of the set they're building, we know that we will see the entrance of the Riverrun Castle. You can see the little fish up here. And it's safe to assume that all of these red tents outside are the Lannister siege. So it wouldn't be a surprise to see a scene where Jaime negotiates with the Blackfish, asking him to surrender. A few days after filming this, it was officially confirmed that Clive Russell will be back to play Brynden Tully again, aka Blackfish, along with actor Tobias Menzies, who plays Edmure Tully. Lots of people think it's kind of late to be showing this story just like the Kingsmoot, but this is actually great news for us. I don't know if it's being done on purpose or not, but David and Dan seem to be trying their best not to show too much from the Winds of Winter book, and trying to leave most of it for season 7 most likely, after the book comes out. Book readers rejoice! But that's not all for the Riverlands. Sources say that this is where Arya will be headed after she gets back to Westeros. God, I hope Nymeria and her pack are still around there. It would be so sick if Arya found her again. We still don't know who Ian McShane will be playing, but we do know that we'll see him around this area as well. It has been confirmed that his character will interact with the Outlaw Band, and there's been a lot of casting calls for outlaws, so we know that they will play a big part next season. But that is all we know for now. Remember though, the Hound will be coming back, so we may still get to see Mr. McShane playing Septon Marigold. The Iron Islands. We know that they filmed the scene on a rope bridge, and if this scene is what we think it is, book readers will know what I'm talking about, then we know that the Kingsmoot scene should happen soon, if not immediately after this one. Sources viewing the filming close by have said that they saw sort of like a chase scene, where people were running to the water, jumping on boats and rowing away. From what? We don't know, but I'm going to assume Euron. One thing that I haven't mentioned yet is that it's been confirmed that Reek will actually become Theon Greyjoy once again, and he will be coming back home. It looks like he will be part of the Kingsmoot scene as well. But my question is, how the hell is he gonna get there? that would take a long while. I mean, especially if he's like this. Because, of course. That is just way too high. There's no way. I mean, maybe they landed in water? Frozen water? Doesn't sound much better than a snowbank, does it? Can you imagine what will happen when he gets back though? I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome for him, based on how harsh these people are and how less of a man he is now. Not even a man, but just less of a human being. I can't help but feel bad for him though, even after all he's done. Anyways, then north. Gwendoline Christie, the actress who plays Brienne, has confirmed that she will have a really vicious, up-close, thuggish fight. She has a fight in the book that fits this description, but the character she fights in the book has already died in the TV show. I'm willing to bet that this fight is meant to save Sansa from someone. But who? Will Brienne fight Ramsay? That's one fight that would keep me at the edge of my seat. And biting my nails and pulling my hair and ripping cushions apart and all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments who you think she will be fighting. We keep getting more and more confirmation of the battle scene that will happen in the north. There's pictures of Bolton armies. Here you can see the Bolton sigil on all the shields, and pictures of northern houses' armies all getting ready for battle. We can see 3 sigils here: House Stark, House Mormont, and people are saying that the only sigil in the north with orange and black colors is the one of House Hornwood, who are among the Stark's principal bannermen, so it makes sense for them to be there. There's another sigil here, but I haven't been able to find a house in the north that matches it. Also, I just found out that someone has pointed out another thing in this picture. This guy. Yeah, he's wearing green clothes, and height-wise he's on the short side. So this may be one of the Crannock men of House Reed. Or maybe they just ran out of brown shirts and they expected no one to notice. They're calling this the Battle of the 6 Armies, so this will be pretty epic. But how do we count these armies? The Starks and their bannermen must count as 1. Then there's the Boltons. The Wildlings too will probably come down with a resurrected Jon, so that's 3. Last season, we saw Peter convincing Cersei of letting him lead the Knights of the Vale to Winterfell to destroy the Boltons and Stannis.
Perhaps I can help. The Knights of the Vale are some of the best fighters in Westeros, trained to battle in the ice and the snow.
Forgive me, Lord Baelish. You have a reputation as a moneylender and a brothel keeper, not a military man.
You wouldn't risk a single Lannister soldier or a single coin from the royal treasury. What do you have to lose? A brothel keeper?
So that's 4. I've seen tons of guesses for the remaining 2. We may see an army joining the Boltons. We may see forces coming from the Riverlands, maybe the Freys, maybe someone will come with Rickon, and maybe even the Night's Watch, if there's anyone left there. But I am convinced of one thing. Remember way back in one of my videos when I said that there was a confirmed scene for Season 6 that would break the internet? And last but not least, there's rumors of a White Walker sequence in Season 6 that will, quote, utter shock the audience. They said it would be better than Hardhome. So yes, I want to believe that the 6th army is in fact the White Walkers and their whites. And this battle scene will be in episode 9 after all. So it sounds like the perfect time for the White Walkers to make their next appearance. I mean, they clearly don't show up before this battle, right? And Game of Thrones tends to do their climax scenes before episode 10, so it all fits in. Also, a bit off topic here, but I know a lot of people want Jon to take his revenge against the Boltons, but I don't think that's what's on his mind. What I think is that he's smart enough to know that revenge at this point is not nearly as important as keeping people alive so that they don't turn into whites. So I don't think Jon intends to fight the Boltons. I think his intentions will be to recruit them. An offer that the Boltons will most likely refuse, and that's when the fighting inevitably begins. I just hope they have enough time to burn all those bodies because, you know, if the 6th army is indeed the White Walkers, then things are not looking very good for Westeros. Oh my god, I just realized something. The one thing everyone is talking about in every report regarding the filming of the battle at Saintfield is all the smoke coming from the field that is in almost every picture. Could it mean that they're actually burning all the bodies? Holy crap! It is worth mentioning that maybe the Battle of the 6 Armies should not be taken literally, but more as a joke referencing Tolkien's Battle of the 5 Armies, meant for having Game of Thrones to jokingly one-up The Hobbit. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed all these spoilers and speculations. And feel free to leave your speculations in the comments below as well. I always have fun reading those, so yeah. Oh yeah, there's also this new show that will air in January on MTV. I don't know why MTV, but it's called The Chronicles of Shannara, and it's about elves, and it just looks amazing. I will more than likely be making videos on that show as well. Big thanks to Gara and Jess for that suggestion. I hope I said his name right. I even screwed up the name of the show. Oh well. Oh, one last thing. If you like one or more of my geeky t-shirts, I have news for you. From now on, there will be a link in the description to my own TeePublic store, where you can get all the shirts I wear in my videos, all in one spot. And before I go, I want to take the opportunity to say hi to Henry Hodges. See, I'm not dead. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, Finn Jones, the guy who plays Loras Tyrell, says that he will go through a transformation and become a much darker character. Or a darker character, because he wasn't dark before. He was very rose-colored. Also, Finn Jones, the guy who plays Loras Tyrell, said that he will go through a transformation and his character will become a lot darker. Just see when tanning. Oh my god. Also, Finn Jones. When tanning. Oh.